Hello guys, welcome back to another video on PS4 Linux. It's been quite some time since I made a video. That is because I was working on a very special project. Many of you guys have complained from the beginning of certain PS4 models that have this mysterious Wi-Fi or Bluetooth chip that is not detected on Linux. Some of these models include the 7215B and 7216B, which are PS4 Pro models, Baikal and Belize. Alright, so I'm gonna put an end to the pain of these PS4 owners who have been facing these issues on their PS4 and have not been able to connect to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So before we begin, I'm gonna quickly take you through the journey of how it came to be, how the Linux driver for this mysterious chip, which is actually a MediaTek 7668 chip, came to be built, okay? So I have to introduce a very special guy today. He is a Novice4321, that's his handle on Discord and the community forum, that is ps4linux.com/forums. He contacted me regarding this issue and he was ready to, sponsor and test this out. Anyways, when he contacted me, I was pessimist because currently the mainstream Linux kernel does not have support for the Wi-Fi part of the MT7668. Though at least the 5.x plus kernels do have support for the Bluetooth part of MT7668. This was already proven by Draken and even Zabovis, who have worked wonderfully on both of these. But the issue was that we could not get the Wi-Fi to work, and Novus really wanted the Wi-Fi to get to work. Okay, so I was pessimist at the beginning, and even during the whole testing process, the debugging process, I was a bit pessimist. But he was pretty confident and he dedicated a hell lot of time for this. We have been debugging and testing each and everything for the past almost 1 month, and we have been live debugging. I would give him the steps and he would run the tests and stuff. He would do it all patiently. We have been debugging for 6 to 8 hours daily for the past at least a month. So I have to thank him not only for sponsoring this whole project, but also for being patient and having confidence in me, okay? Because even when I was down, I was thinking that no, this is not gonna work, he would hype me up. So that is a special kind of guy that you don't get to see every day on the scene. So I have a big thanks to give to him, and the whole scene is, thankful to him for his sponsorship and the testing that he has done, okay? And we have done testing on both Baikal and Belize, and we have found that MT7668 can have the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth working with a few simple steps. Well, initially the steps were difficult, but I have made a very simple script that you can use to install the driver on any of these PS4 models that have the MT7668 chipset, okay? I'm going to tell you how to find out if you have that particular chipset. So let's not waste our time and begin with the requirements. First of all, you're going to make sure if your PS4 is a Baikal or Belize. To do that, all you have to do is go to an exploit site, your favorite exploit site, whatever it may be. I'm going to use mine, that is jb.ps4linux.com. Okay, I already have it cached here. I'm going to go to the Linux part and then I'm going to go and choose who's that Southbridge. This would tell me if I am running a PS4 which has a Baikal, Belize or Aeolia motherboard, okay, or Southbridge, whatever you call it. Okay, as you can see in the notification on the left top end of my screen, it said it's Baikal, okay? So I do have a Baikal chipset on my PS4. You'll have to check that on your end too. You might have a Baikal or a Belize. Currently, we have tested this MT7668 chipset on both Baikal and Belize because these are the most popular models that have this chipset, okay? Now, this is important because the driver package for both of these consoles is going to be different. I have the link for downloading all of these on my blog, and I have left a link to that particular blog article in the description. You can check that out, okay? So the first requirement has been met with. Now the second requirement would be a modified kernel. For this particular purpose, that is for running this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth perfectly, we need a modified 4.19 kernel. I have already made these available. You can just check that out in the link in the description. You can download it right from there. Okay. So currently there is an issue that plagues the 4.19 kernel for both Baikal and Belize. The issue is that you cannot shut down without a kernel panic. The kernel just panics when you try to shut down and you have to hard reset your PS4. So I have made a simple modification to it. So right now, even if you shut down or reboot your PS4 Linux, it will reboot. After the kernel panic, it will directly reboot into the PS4 Linux. This would save you the trouble of hard resetting every time, but the only problem is that you will have to reboot into the PS4 Orbis OS, okay, each time you shut down or reboot from PS4 Linux, okay? This is a simple fix for the time being. I'm working on a more permanent solution. Coming back to the kernels, the 4.19 modified kernel for Baikal is based on ByteHack's source, so thanks to him for that. And the same 4.19 kernel for Belize is based on Gen 2 or better known as Mirko host sources. So thanks to him for that. Okay, so those were the two requirements. Now the third requirement is an Ubuntu or Debian based distro. This is also a temporary requirement, I would say, because I have not had the time to test this on Fedora and other Arch based distros. So for the time being, you'll have to stick with an Ubuntu or a Debian based distro. Some great examples of an Ubuntu or Debian based distro include the Pop OS 22.04, which was released by me a few months ago, I guess. You could try that right now. Okay, in the upcoming few days, I'll also be releasing a new distro. You could see that distro in action in this video. Just wait for it. Okay. And the fourth requirement is the driver package itself. It's a very simple script that you can extract on your PS4 Linux, and once you run the installation command, it will do everything for you. Install the script and make sure that it boots automatically on every reboot, so that you have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as soon as you log into the PS4 Linux system. Okay. Now this driver package is different for Belize and Baikal, so make sure that you're properly downloading the one for your system. Okay. Now we are ready to install the drivers and stuff. Okay. But before we do that, we have to make sure that your PS4 does have the MT7668 chipset. Okay. To do that, all you have to do is log into the distro of your favorite choice. For this particular step, you don't have to stick with an Ubuntu or Debian distro. You can do it on any PS4 Linux system. As you can see on your screen right now, you'll have to run this particular command that starts with udev and ends with an asterisk. Okay. So after you run this, you'll have to check the output, and as you can see on your screens right now, it says 7668. Okay. This whole process will work only and only if your system has this particular chipset, and this particular command outputs something like this, which says it's a 7668. Okay. Now once you're sure of that, let's just get into the installation part. And for that, I would like to thank Novis again, because I was able to do the installation on his system, okay, through TeamViewer. And from this point on, I'm gonna play that video. You can just follow that video, or if you love the textual tutorial, you can also check the link in the description, which leads to the article tutorial. Okay, so good luck enjoying that, and also do check out the distro in the video. I'll be releasing that soon. And again, this distro was sponsored by Novis43212, so thanks to him for that. Okay. And as you can see, after the script runs, you'll have to reboot your system, and as soon as you reboot, the Wi-Fi icon and Bluetooth both will start appearing on your desktop. And that's it, guys. Once again, a huge thanks to Novis4321 for his support and sponsorship. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, guys.